Well, one of the hardest things for me to do when I did it a few years ago was to gradually step further and further away from clinical practice, like being a physiotherapist. However, I realized at the time when things really started to grow more for us that it was just it was a lot. Like being working almost full time as a physiotherapist in the business, as well as, trying to run the business. Obviously, I had help, but to really want to grow the business to where I felt the potential was, I knew that I was the bottleneck and I needed to step away from clinical duties. And that was the hardest part, is just making that decision. I think, once you do it, like I've realized, kind of one of those aha moments that I had is if I'm a full-time physio in this type of practice, say, I see 5 clients a day or so was my sweet spot, and let's call it 5 clients a week on average. But by me stepping away and focusing on, improving the processes, the systems, just like networking and taking time to like have a vision for where I wanted the practice to go. We've been able to literally like 10x that. So to the point now where, last week we had close to 300 visits. So it's just, you know, I think in large part, by stepping away, uh, I've been able to, really truly grow the practice, and it continues to really just grow. And so I'd say definitely it's worth it if that's what your goal is.